Have a good night. Have a good day. Have a good morning.
Happy New Year! I'm Tiffany Shlain, and welcome to 2021. That was quite a year. All of it. It was super hard. And I know you're probably like me, we're ready for the new year. But times of our greatest struggle are when we learn the most. So what did we learn in 2020?
What I learned in 2020 is what I will call the Torah of Garth Brooks. That everything that is a blessing has a curse. Or maybe you said everything that has a curse is a blessing.
One of the big things I learned in 2020 was just how much work there still needs to be done in order to create a more just, equitable country.
I think what I learned from 2020 is how many things that I felt were necessary that I've learned to live without.
Just taking a step back and reevaluating your priorities.
Being very disciplined about gratitude, about telling people the way that I feel about them. I do a lot of calling friends, telling them that I love them, which I think freaks them out.
First thing I learned is that your best friend really can be a dog, because my bulldog, Jackie, my family's bulldog, literally is my best friend in the world, and I didn't know that was quite possible.
This year taught me that I'm more of an introvert than I realized. Being in bed at 9:30 on a Friday night watching the Great British Bake Off and not feeling like I'm missing anything was a really enjoyable feeling.
I think that's maybe one of the kind of gifts in disguise of the 2020 mess that we've had, is this idea of pause.
So I've been thinking a lot about how do we make sure that we bring the best of what we learned into 2021. You know, sometimes that's about ritual. I know for me, my family and I, after the last decade, we turn off all screens from Friday night to Saturday night for what we call our tech Shabbats. And it's really about carving out that one day a week of Shabbat for a day of rest. And I know that people's pauses look very differently. It's different for everyone, but what do you hope to bring into 2021?
I do love the concept of taking a break and kind of shutting off the rest of the world. I see as really restorative for my own well-being and my own mental health.
One thing I know for sure is that when you take the moment to pause and reflect and refresh, decompress, that serves you for days. Taking 1 hour even can just charge you for a week.
Having a period of time where I'm not always asking what's next, what's happening now, what's happening in this moment, but I can take a step back and think in broader terms about the arc of history and the themes of what's happening and reach insights that I might not get if I'm just glued to Twitter all day. That allows me to do some of my best storytelling and I think most valuable work.
I hope people don't want to go back to where we were. I feel like that's over. I hope what we've done is cleared our vision and cleared our greed and cleared our moved into a much more truthful place with ourselves and the world, so that we come out of this understanding that we are completely interconnected with everyone and everything, and that our welfare depends on each other, and we have to act accordingly.
So let's inhale 2021, exhale 2020. I hope 2021 brings us closer to each other and to ourselves and to something greater than ourselves. Shabbat Shalom.